on second down.
A gain of a yard brings them 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. A handoff as they run the counter play. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got room. Touchdown, Titans. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. The point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is Hines. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over a 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Titansons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
56. Mike 56. Watch the pass. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tutu Atwell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
If they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They go play action with Wilson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Come on, the ball. 14. 56 is the mic. 56.
On third down, Wilson. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike 56, Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Wilson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Wilson.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. You're not ready. You're not ready. Get that right there. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. It's a party now.
To throw again is Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Monty Rice. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
And he's got this down to the 35.
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. On the return is Hines. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Wilson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Wilson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 49-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, staying.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return is Hines.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having it.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there for Indy. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Now it's Hines. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They're going to snub this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24.
And the Colts are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Titansons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Colts 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, they're into